you've got, it's okay, you got 3% plus 1 plus 3 plus 1 plus 1 plus 10 plus 25 plus 10 plus 30. That's 84%. Okay, now that would be ridiculous to tell you that if you install all this stuff, you're gonna save 84%. That's unfair, it's not a real number, it's because it's called stacking the numbers, okay? And let me show you what I mean by that, okay? What I mean by that is if you install, let's say your bill is $200, and you install a product that saves 10%, right? That's gonna save you how much? What's 10%? $20. $20, okay? So if I take $20 from 200, how much is my bill now?
180.
180. Now if I install another product that's 10% savings, how much is that gonna be now?
$18.
18 bucks. So if I take $18 from 180 minus 18 equals, my bill goes down to 162. Okay. Now if I install another product that saves 30%, it's not 30% of this number, it's 30% of this one, right?
Right.
Okay. So it's 162 times 30%. That is 4860. So if I take 162 minus 38.60, it's going to take your bill down to 123.40. Now, if I would have said 50% of this number, it would have been how much?
125.
No, 50%.
Oh, it's
of this
200,
number.
200.
Yeah, we're left $100. 10, 10, 30 is 50%, right? But because they're stacked, it's not true number.
I thought you were using
Right.
our 250 bill.
No, I'm just using a
Okay,
bill.
that's a figure.
Yeah, I'm just using a figure, okay? So, what we do is we say conservatively, because we had under promise and over there, if you did all this stuff right here, you're gonna easily save 50%, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're gonna save about $125 a month. Now, one of the things, folks, I know I told you in the garage about that water heater, being 9,000 watts. I know I told you about being equal to 9,100 watt bulbs. One of the things you really need to understand, because I need to bring this home to you so you understand how much that thing's really pulling. Okay, let me give you an example. What most people don't think about, I'm probably the only nerd that knows this. God gave us all what, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, right? Probably the only guy that knows that equals 168. So we have 168 hours a week. Let's figure out how much we're actually using hot water. What are the things we're using for? 1, showers. That's the main thing, right? Like to take a nice warm shower. 2, laundry. Okay? And the third thing we use it for is dishes. Okay? So let's figure out how much we're using of this. Now I believe that you folks said that you have 2 kids, right? Okay, so you're taking 4 showers a day, correct? Some people take more, sometimes teenagers take more than that, your teenagers take more.
Yard work, whatever. something
Okay,
like that.
alright. Well, let's say the average shower uses 15 gallons of water. Okay? So, if you're taking a shower for 15 gallons of water, and it's for 15 minutes, right? How many hours a day are you using hot water? Well, 4 times 15 is what? 60 minutes, so you're using 1 hour a day there, correct? Alright, now, laundry. How many loads of laundry do you do in hot water?
When we rinse and cold, we do probably 5 a week.
The loads of laundry.
I'm saying probably 5 loads a week.
Nobody does 5 loads.
I'd say 3.
You think
Nobody does 3.
Okay.
That's
Those kids
okay.
wash their clothes all the time.
In hot water, the only thing you do in hot water is whites.
Okay.
That's okay. We
Well, I
usually
don't do the laundry, so I don't know.
Right, it's obvious. Okay, so we'll just use it, we'll say this customer's using 3 loads a week, okay? So 3 loads a week, it's an average of 1 hour. Wouldn't you say your washing machine runs about 1 hour?
It is 52 minutes for the one.
Okay, so 1 hour, we take that 3 hours a week. This actually goes to 7 hours, it's 1 hour a day, correct?
Mhm.
Okay, the dishes, how often do you run the dishwasher?
Well, she said once about every 3 days.
Every 3 days?
I thought one that.
Hey, well, that's once every 3 days, only gonna cover 6 or 7 days. We'll just go ahead and say 3 times. How's
Okay.
that? Okay. Again, the dishwasher runs for about an hour. Okay, so we'll call it 3 hours a week. Fair enough?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're using it 13 hours a week. We're using water at 120 degrees, 13 hours a week. Alright? Now, how many hours is in a week? 168. So 155 hours
It's a waste.
we're paying for and we're not even using it.
Wow.
Okay? You think God put that sign up there, oh, just to give you a tan? Now, how much does that cost? Remember we talked about the 30%. Let me put this in perspective for you. That thing's pulling 9,000 watts. 4,500, 4,500. Remember you sold the sticker? Okay. 9,000 watts. Let's talk perspective. How many light bulbs do you think you have in your house? The average customer has about 30.
Good.
Yeah.
Good with that. I can count it.
Okay. So you got 30 bulbs in your house, correct?
Yeah.
And the average wattage is times 60 watts. That's what they pull. That's the average light bulb. 60 watts. Some people use 40, some people use 75, so the average is about 60. So that would be equal to 1,800 watts if you had all your light bulbs on, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you a silly question. Would you ever go to work and leave all your light bulbs on?
No.
And would you ever go to bed and leave your light bulbs on?
No.
Why?
Waste too much electric.
Wasting money. It's ridiculous, right? Okay. If you did go to bed, go to work, leave your light bulbs on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for 30 days, how much more do you think that your $250 bill will go up to?
I'm sure it would go up, but
Give me a figure. What do you think?
I don't know.
30 bucks? 40 bucks?
I guess. Yeah.
Take a guess. I gotta use your figure.
About 50.
Okay? Alright, so you think it'd go up 50 bucks if you ran your lights? Cause I don't know about you, when I was a kid, my mom would say, turn off the lights, shut the doors. Okay?
Yeah.
So I'm assuming she knew that it cost a lot of money to run those lights. Okay, now, let's put this in perspective though. That's on 1,800 watts. How many more bulbs would you need to have in your house on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to be equal to that 9,000 on your water heater? Here's the answer. You would have to have 5 times that amount. What's 5 times 18? 1,800 times 5 equals 9,000. So I would have to have 150 bulbs on at 60 watts, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to be equal to that water heater. Now let me ask you this question. If that occurred in your house, how much more do you think your bill would go now?
I would think it would be astronomical.
Take a guess.
I would have thought it would have been in the hundreds.
Okay.
Hundreds.
So can you see how the state or the Florida State Energy Office says that your bill, $75 of that is at least the water heater?
I can see it now.
You see it now?
I didn't realize it before.
No. Okay. Now, this is not all doom and gloom, folks. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you what it would cost you to do all this stuff. I even suggest places you can go and buy that. And this is something you can do at any time. Do it at your leisure. Do it, don't do it, just to give you an idea. Okay, now, the thermostat, you don't have to worry about buying one that you run 100 to 300 bucks. You got one. You see somebody come over and program it for you if you don't know how to do it. There's not gonna be any cost there. The outlet covers, if you get the best ones they have, it might run you 50 bucks. And you can do that yourself. You don't have to have anybody install them. The light bulbs, looks like about half of them you got, so you need about 15 more bulbs. They run about $5 if you buy the good ones. So you're looking at about $75 there. Okay. Now, the weather stripping, to get the real good ones, to get the ones like Copper Spring Load I was telling you about, okay, those run $50 a door, but they're gonna last you forever. Okay, so I would suggest getting those. You can get that tape on stuff for $10. Okay, but it'd be $100 because you've got 2 doors. Okay, now the refrigerator, we took care of that, it's not gonna cost anything. The attic floor insulation, sometimes Home Depot and Lowe's, and even Ace Hardware, they'll have it on sale for like $1.75 a square foot, which is, you know, it's a fair price, but wait for it to go on sale. Okay, so if you take, now your house is 2,000 square feet. The square footage for insulation in the living area would be 2,000 square feet. Now I noticed in your garage, you did not have a wall, a firewall between your garage and the living space of your house. And 2-car garages are 400 square feet. So you would have to do that too.
I wondered about that, yeah.
Right. So you take 2,400, you need 2,400 square feet. So I'm just gonna make a note of that over here, 2,400. Okay, so 2,400 times 1.69, excuse me, 1.75, 2,400 times 1.75 equals, you're looking at about $4,200 there. Okay. Now the radiant barrier, if you get that from a good quality contractor, a reliable contractor, it's reputable, because it's not easy to install, and I'll show you why in a while. But if you get that from a good quality contractor, and you get a good quality radiant barrier, because there's very few out there that are any good, and there's one that's the best. But anyways, if you get it from them, if you get that, it's gonna run about $350 a square foot. Now in that case, you have more than 2,400 square feet. Here's the reason why. You got the pitch of the roof. The insulation is going right here. It's the square footage of the house. If your roof is pitched like this, if I lay it down flat, it's gonna be more square footage in your house. So you gotta take it times 1.5, okay? Because of the pitch of the roof, your gable walls are not counted in square footage. You have to do those, because those are facing the sun, okay? So pitch of the roof, gable walls, ends, and waist. So you take that 2,400 square feet times 2, or excuse me, times 1.5, 2,400 times 1.5 equals 3,600. So you need 3,600 square feet times, it's $350 a foot, 3.50 equals, it's $12,600. Okay? The attic ventilation, to get a really good one, a good attic fan that's gonna last you forever, photovoltaic, is gonna run you about $1,500. Okay? And a water heater, to get a really good one, it's gonna last you forever, from a good contractor, you're looking at about 12 grand.
But what kind of hot water? Oh,
A good solar, yeah,
oh,
solar hot.
Okay, I thought you meant every hot.
No, solar, okay. So we got, let's add this up, see how much we got here. Okay, we got $50 plus 100 plus 75 plus 4,200 plus 12,600 plus 1,500 plus 12,000. Yeah, $30,525. Now, of course, that's if you did everything at once. No one says you do anything at once. No one says you do anything. But that would cut your power bill about in half.
We ain't never getting that swimming pool.
You can make your house energy efficient. Anyways, yeah, over here, I'm going to definitely recommend, this is whether or not we recommend it yes or no. I'm going to recommend that you do that. I'm going to recommend actually all these things. I'm going to recommend them all. Okay? All right, folks. Let's go take a break.
And you take that and turn it